Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. I've not really had much chance to do any sort of videos recently. I've been like extremely busy with work and different projects and stuff, and I know it would be that way a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, which is been a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. We go through these ebbs and flows. Just turns out to be quite busy for myself at the minute. But I have seen a fair amount of videos on various stuff that I'm quite interested in. So we saw the Steam Teardown. I saw the Steam Teardown video, Steam Deck. I also saw the Noctua with a cross Asus graphics card that they've put out. So I just thought I would give my sort of two penneth worth, if you like, and what I thought about those two bits. So I'll start with the more interesting one for me, which is the Steam Deck. So it's really cool to see Valve actually take it apart. I think it's quite useful because it will probably stop like a small percentage of people actually taking apart their Steam Deck to an extent, because they'll think, okay, well, I know what's in it now, I don't want to open it up to have a look. So I think in that regard, it probably will help with people not going in and taking it apart as much. But then on the other hand, they've also shown that it is possible and that it is safe to do so, which is good to see. You can obviously change out your SSD potentially, replace thumbsticks. They're going to have spares available. I think that's really useful if they want to maintain this long term. My only real thought process is, though, that obviously there's no way to change out processor, for example, is that give it 2-3 years, you're going to need a hardware upgrade, I would have thought, even if they still keep the 800 or 16 by 10 800p, well, it's not 800p, but you know what I mean, screen, but it's 800p, but yeah, regardless, even if they do keep that sort of same form factor, we're probably going to need some sort of evolution in the APU sphere. Because at the minute it will, I mean, from what I've seen and from what I know, I guess, about how computers work or what sort of relative performance we can expect, it will run games at 720p, 30 FPS, near enough all the time, I should have thought. Okay, yeah, you won't be able to play things on high or ultra, but I don't think anyone was expecting that. And I don't think it's necessary for the screen size either. But, I personally, me and a lot of other people really love handheld devices, so, that for us is just like a really great thing to have, especially something that is actually powerful, that has, the RDNA graphics, yeah, okay, massively cut down to what we see in the PS5 and the Xbox, but, the fact that it is AMD's newer technology, which is actually competitive with NVIDIA for the first time in, I don't know, before I was into computers, I think, well, properly into computers nowadays. So, yeah, all that stuff is really positive, and glad to see it. I think they tried to make the video a bit funny. At least that's how I interpreted it. I know some people have looked at it in different ways, but, it was good to see. And I'm not sure whether I made the right decision ordering the 256 gigabyte version. I'm a bit on the fence with that now. I don't know if it would have been better to have ordered the 64 gig and then bought another SSD. It might turn out that was the right idea to do. But it is what it is. And at the time, we didn't know what the configuration was like, if that eMMC memory was going to go into a SATA slot or not, or if it was just going to be sold onto the board and there wouldn't be the option to expand. It looks like, though, that they haven't really made. It looks like basically they've got two proper different versions, SKUs if you like. They've got the one without the upgraded glass that's going to either have the 64 gig or the 256 gig, and then the one with the glass that obviously always has the 512 in it. So I'm not disappointed with the choice I made. I think, knowing what I knew back then, it seemed like the smart choice. I think going back now might be worth getting the smaller one, but then it depends on the availability of the smaller SSDs and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think whichever one you've ordered, you'll be fine in one capacity or the other. But in terms of value for money, I don't know where we really sit on that one. I guess it will depend on how actual durable the devices are, which I know they did show a little bit of in their teardown video. Showed a little bit of it getting smashed around a bit, which was quite. I always find that sort of stuff quite funny, and it seemed to handle a bit of abuse, which is good. So yeah, all positive, I think, in reality. I can't really, can't complain. There was lots of good messaging from that. Bit of interesting statements, borderlining on Verge level, but other than that, it was good. And then we had the Asus Cross Noctua GPU. Disappointment for me, I think. So no custom fans, AF12s, no real custom heatsink to be. Oh, okay. Hello. Yeah, no custom heatsink or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. And it seems like they've just got the two double-sided, taped them onto an existing heatsink, and then made a shroud that fits two 120mm fans in, which I feel as though we probably could have made if you really wanted to. I'm sure someone could have 3D printed you up something that would have done the same thing. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment from me. I'm sure it will do well. It's a 4-slot card. I mean, you know, that sort of takes, what do you then compare it to? I guess that's the real issue. How many other 4-slot cards am I aware of? Not too many, in actual fact. So they've made it really chunky, which is, you know, in several weeks' time, because I've got lots of stuff coming up that is, yeah, just non-negotiable. So it's the way it is. Stay safe, everybody. Leave me a comment if you like, and let me know what you think about the two issues that I've discussed, if you've had a chance to have a look at them. If not, I would recommend the very interesting, at least, to have a look at. All right, well, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.